It's Sean and Sanjay, FM 104 in Dublin, in Ireland. It's great to talk to you guys.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
I'm great, thanks very much. I'm all the better. I'm in a Christmas spirit, even though we haven't even hit Halloween, because of this movie. I absolutely loved it. The whole family here loved it. So,
terrific.
Is it nice? We'll start with that. Is it nice to have a movie that is going to lift everybody's spirits? And we've had so much doom and gloom in 2020.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, we need to focus on things that lift spirit. And this is Jingle Jangle for sure, is that movie. It puts you on the edge a little bit because yes, we have that in the story. But at the end of the day, there's one story of hope, one story of second chances. It's a very beautiful story. That's a story that everybody will be able to enjoy. It doesn't matter where you're from, your age, it doesn't matter. Very
yeah. It's also I feel like if more people had the opportunity if people have the courage to do what Jeronicus does in the movie, then we'll come out of this doom and gloom. So yeah,
exactly.
Like it's like here's an instruction manual.
Yeah, and you guys are fun, but you're kind of the opposite to that though in the movie because you're the villains, right? So everybody usually says villains are more fun to play because they're a bit more complex. You can be a little bit naughty, yet you're still likable. I suppose are fun in a movie like this. Is it true? Is it more fun to play the villain?
It is. Everything you just said is absolutely true because you get to be sometimes the most outrageous person in the movie. You get to display behavior that you would never display in regular life. You get to and then like you said, there's also that kind of, I like to call it the Killmonger vibe. Like from Black Panther is we feel for that guy, but he's also the bad guy, but you understand where he's coming from. And then you get all that complexity in there. It's like a nice, fine red wine,
It really is. It really is. And Ricky, you're a 12-inch tall matador in this. So I'm wondering, watching it, I'm trying to figure out, did he wear a motion capture suit? Is it like he's in a voicing booth and was never actually there? How did they do it?
12 inches, but he thinks he's 7 feet tall. And he's angry. He is funny at times. He's Machiavellic. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't as physical as Keegan and his work. Mine was in a recording studio with the screen in front of me and the microphone. But I was lucky to be directed, obviously, by David, our director, and it was always fun because he lets you fly, and that's beautiful in a project or with a character like this that you should.
Yeah.
It was difficult. It was not an easy task. It was long hours of production, of being in the studio. But the final outcome of it just lifts your spirit. It makes me feel good as a professional, and then the reaction of my kids, the reaction of my parents. It's been very beautiful. That's at the end of the day. That's what.
So your kids have seen it then. So if they've got a preview, do you go to them for reviews of your films and your songs?
So the thing is that I've been rehearsing the lines, in the house. So I just come up out of the blue with these lines. That I am the best. No one is. So they could recognize the lines. It's been a lot of fun in the house.
I love that. And Keegan, obviously, this movie, what I really loved about it is anybody could watch it, anybody can enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it has such an ethnically diverse cast. Do you know what I mean? Even though it has an ethnically diverse cast, that's not what it's about. It's accessible to anybody. I love that this movie is being made in 2020 and what 2020 is. Are you kind of delighted? Because obviously making this film at the time, you didn't know what was going to happen in 2020, right?
Oh, no. I'm so delighted. And actually, to speak to what you just said, Sean, I think sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do when you're displaying people of color in this way is to not talk about it. It's just saying, here we are, we're making this movie, we're wearing Victorian garb, we're telling a story, and we happen to have melanin in our skin, but then the thing is, artistically, the way that it does express itself in the film is great. It's the kente cloth and the costumes, and the way the women's hair is coiffed, and the gold and red and green in the bows. We were still celebrating our heritage while telling a very general human story. So there was this wonderful undulation of specificity and generality that worked so well together.
So true. Couldn't have said it better myself. Listen, that was so nice to talk to you. I know it's short, but it's been such a pleasure. Thank you for making this movie and thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, Sean. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.